This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kylie.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a vacation.
Next week, we're going.
Right.
I'm ready too.
Maybe a vacation from you, but maybe not.
Oh, you want to take separate vacations?
Possibly.
We can go to the
But
same
also-
place, but don't see each
Also,
other.
besides that, I'm ready. It's been a week.
I'm going to be real good to you this week, and you're going to forget that you're mad at me.
Okay.
It's
We'll
weird
see.
that whenever we get in a fight, only one of us get mad, and then one of us, me and you.
Again, we handle situations differently. I have more of a temper, and I hold on to it, and you let it go, but like secretly hold on to it, and then like bring it up 3 years later.
Yeah.
Like that. Remember that one time, and I'm like, sure don't.
Right. Remember June 25th,
Right.
2025? Well, I'm
Do
just
you
getting
put
back
notes
now.
in your calendar about like when we get in fights?
Oh, I don't need to put notes. They're in my head.
Oh, okay. With dates.
Every day.
Oh, every day. There's one every day.
No, every day I plot.
You probably do.
No,
I don't know.
not at all.
I think you do.
Yeah, you don't lose your shit too often.
I do
But
not.
when you do, it's really funny.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it.
I mean, I don't like it, but I enjoy it kind of.
I'm glad I'm
Because you go
entertainment.
crazy like a maniac. But this morning, I thought it was really funny. I kept saying, "Are you still mad at me?" And you walk by me and don't talk. And I was saying to you this morning, you treat me like a homeless guy on the median.
I probably should treat them better.
Yeah, you walk by, and you don't. You know I'm there, but you don't want to look at me. But you kind of
I
side-eye
don't need to
me,
look at you.
whatever. Kind of like I feel like a guy in an airport wearing a turban, and you're going through security.
You're
and you don't
making me
wanna,
sound racist
and,
now.
and you don't want to stare at the guy. You just kind
I
of
don't wanna
and I
stare
don't
at
want to.
you.
You don't want to talk to him
Like-
either because you don't want to draw any attention. And so you just kind of side eye him and walk by him
Why are you watching me while I'm walking by you? Like, why are you being a creeper?
because I like the attention. Because I, as a therapist,
Okay.
like to talk things through. And get
Except for you
things out.
don't. You just like to talk your side through, and then you think that you have all the solutions because you're not the problem, you're the fixer.
Well, I'm a lot older than you, so I have a lot more.
Okay.
Real
not-
life experience.
Nope.
Do I not?
Do you have successful relationship experience?
On the other hand, I have unsuccessful relationship experience, which
Right.
gives me more experience.
To fail.
No, that's why we have this podcast. I force you to talk to me.
Ugh, God
Like
bless it.
if we weren't doing this podcast right now, you wouldn't be talking to me.
It's
for
like
days.
a miracle of God. I'm not drinking alcohol right now. I'm drinking coffee.
Well, it's morning.
It's not.
I guess
It's
it's
like
not morning.
one.
Yeah, yeah. We had a delay.
Sadly,
for,
I'm still drinking coffee at
we had
one.
a delay
but
for hours and hours. But no, you should be happy. You know why?
why?
Because it's a really good week coming. It's 4th of July
It
week.
is.
We're getting ready to go out of town. We're going to Newport. We always have a great time in Newport. I feel that you'll talk to me more in Newport, and maybe if you don't want it, you just fly down and I'll drive the kids. And
You
everybody
would
down.
die. One.
Why? Because I need help driving.
Yes.
Well, that's one. Yeah.
And two, with the kid. Well, if River's in the car with you, he won't talk to you
Right.
because he's be sleeping or listening to something.
Yep.
If River's driving the other car, then maybe Matt might talk to you, but
Matt will talk to me.
he might be sleeping too. I don't know.
Right.
So then what do you do? Who are you going to talk to?
I listen to love songs and cry all the way down.
Right.
No, but it'll be a good week. I'm excited. Very excited. We got this stupid leak in the garage. I got to get
We got
care
a
of.
lot of things. A lot of things went down this week.
I know.
Like, kind
Can
of
I just
like,
say I hate plumbers?
yeah, kind
They're
of.
so unreliable.
For someone who has
I
a
need
plumber's crack out constantly, you should love them.
I would have been a great plumber, not only for the crack, but I would actually get the job done
Right.
and work. The guy tells me, yeah, I'm going to get you a quote by the end of the day. Maybe I can get here tomorrow.
That's
That was
Thursday.
on Thursday. So tomorrow I'm thinking it's Friday. Oh,
Friday.
he can come do it. That's perfect. As Kylie gets off work early, he
Right.
can come
I'll
fix
be
it.
here.
No quote.
No quote.
Call.
No plumber.
No quote.
Still got a leak.
By the end of the day, no quote.
I know.
I'm filling
So
5-gallon buckets up
That
with
was
water
like step one. We have like a leak in
in the
our
garage.
is it
Water
like our
fil-
filter system?
It's like our filter system for the house for the
right.
drinking
And we're
water,
about to go out
or
of
any
town,
water.
which if you put a bucket under, great. Hopefully that lasts. Hopefully it doesn't just like crack open and start going.
Right.
But we have a house sitter, so we're like, okay. Hopefully it gets fixed. Otherwise I have to be like, by the way, I have to empty this bucket every day.
Yeah, it does like
Good
5
luck.
gallons a day at least.
Yeah.
5 gallons. I mean, it's a
Thanks
slow drip,
and
but
good
still
luck.
does 5 gallons. Yeah.
It's like our house is
So-
turning like the Hunger Games over here.
Why?
Because it got a leak. We got the stupid ice machine. It's got lights on, can't be fixed till the
Oh yeah, that's coming on the June 3rd. My favorite part of the house.
right.
the ice
Nora
machine.
blew through a screen door.
Yeah, that was bullshit. We have a screen. We have a slider on our bedroom
It
door.
is
It's the
quite odd.
weirdest
And
odd
it's a
spot.
small slider also, not
Yeah,
a regular size.
it's not like a full size
No.
slider. But we
I've been
never
opening it lately.
ever open it. But
I
Kylie's
have
been opening because it's been
for
so
a couple
hot
weeks
lately.
now.
The dog comes running. We're by the fire pit. The dog comes running around and blows through the screen.
So when you think of like blow through a screen, you think like the screen is just blown through. Oh no,
No.
she blew the whole door off the track.
Right, and put a hole in the screen.
A little hole. That I can fix. But we can't get the screen back on the door track, which is proving to be difficult.
We're gonna try that today.
We do. My favorite thing is
And the bush thing
the bush thing.
the arch,
I'm not as
the
worried
flower
about the
thing.
bush
Yeah,
thing.
but it's gonna snap. I gotta tie wire that up. It broke.
Tie wire it up.
Man, there's a lot, like a list that
Our pool
nonstop
cleaner
keeps
charger
going.
isn't working.
Yeah, Alejandro, our pool robot is not working at the bottom of the pool.
No, it's just not charging.
Right. Add it to the list. What?
Right.
Are we just doing this?
I ran
podcast
over
to
a piece of
complain
metal and
about-
got a flat tire.
Yeah, I know you got a flat tire the other day and called
Yeah.
me 5 times. I didn't
Which
answer.
bone to pick with you on that? Maybe I'm holding on to that.
Oh,
deep
maybe that's
down.
why you're angry.
I'm driving to work. I literally drive 8 minutes to work. It's 2.6 miles total. Only because my car tells me this is the only reason I know that. And so I'm like halfway to work, and all of a sudden my tire pressure light blows on, and it's like 23, and I'm like, 23? How did I not notice that I had a low tire? I'm like, geez. And I'm like, well, do I go to work and then figure it out? Like, kind of debating. I had a place on the road where I can't like turn around, and I'm like in a middle lane. I can't really do a whole lot. So I'm like, I guess I'll just kind of keep heading in this direction. And as I'm at the stoplight, my tire pressure is like ticking down, like by the minute or less. So I'm like, holy shit. So all of a sudden I go from 23 to like 15. And I'm like, at the stoplight. And I'm like, maybe don't go to work. In the process, I'm trying to call Eric because I'm having a panic attack. Little baby Kylie panic attack. So I need like a rational mind because mine's not working.
Right, that's what I'm good for.
Except for you didn't answer.
Oh, right, that's right.
So I'm like, oh my God. So I try calling again. It doesn't answer. So the light turns. I'm like, okay. And you can't flip a U-turn on it. So I go to the next one where I can flip around because there's a Big O down the street where also conveniently we got my tires. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to drive to Big O.
They'll fix the flat for free.
But as I'm sitting at the light, my tire pressure goes down to 11. And I'm like, holy fuck. Can I just make it to Big O? Because I know if I'm riding on a rim, I'm ruining the wheel. And then and also in the process, I'm like, holy shit, I know exactly where my AAA card is on my nightstand. Saw it this morning. Not helpful. So I'm like, okay, please, God, just make it to AAA. Still trying to call Eric, not answering.
You mean make it to Big O tires?
What did I say, AAA?
AAA,
Yeah,
yeah.
make it to Big O. Miracle of God, I roll up to Big O tires with a tire pressure of 9. And they took care of me all whilst Eric is not answering his phone.
The sun, I had my ringer off and the sun was blaring in the office window, so I couldn't see like my screen. Usually I'll see if someone calls, but I didn't see anything.
I think I called 5 times and then I sent you a
Right.
text and it was like, good thing
I
that
read the
it's
whole
not
office,
an
your text.
emergency because I would be dead. And then I was like,
Right.
and I almost did die,
Right.
by the way.
Right. And then I called.
You read my text to the whole office?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm like, oh man, my wife got a flat tire. She called me 5 times or something. I go, she sent me a text and I read it to them. We all started laughing.
I'm glad they enjoyed it.
Yeah. Anyway, got taken care of.
It did, but it was a little bit of a stressful morning.
Tell them how you got a flat. What was in it?
A piece of metal.
Yeah, but I thought you said a razor blade.
No, he thought
piece
it
of
was a
metal.
blade,
Oh,
but then he said it was actually just a piece of metal that apparently just shot perfectly.
right through the crack, the
Yeah.
seams. Yeah.
And it gave me like an instant flat tire.
Boy,
Not fun.
I know. Could be worse.
It could be worse. It is true.
There's that we didn't talk about last week where there was that storm in Tahoe where the boat capsized. Like 8 people died.
Not like eight
Yeah.
did.
When that happened, it was toward Emerald Bay, and there was another boat out there, a Mastercraft, that the wave came over and knocked all the power out of the boat. So it was a family of 4, and they were from Rivers Marina, actually.
Right.
And the family of 4, the mom, dad, and the 2 kids jumped out with life jackets, made it to the shore. But by the time they got to the shore, they ran into a few dead bodies.
Right.
And they looked back out. There's another boat capsized. So they had to hike all. It's actually not an easy hike from
believe
where they
that,
went. They
yeah.
get through Bliss Park or whatever it's called, and up to the highway. And it was freezing
Yeah, it was,
cold
like,
and
snowing,
really,
yeah.
it was basically snowing.
Very windy.
You know, they're probably in bathing suits and bare feet, I would think. And I doubt they're in
Possibly.
shoe unless they're in Tevas.
Oh, right.
Who wears TV? Last time
You
I
have
wore TV
shoes
is
on
like,
the boat, though. Maybe they
yeah,
grabbed
but
their shoes.
you're gonna swim
Thinking.
with
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't even know what you do. I mean, I'm sure it's a quick.
It's a
Once your
valid
boat
point.
has no power in the
You
big
don't-
waves,
yeah,
you don't have any time.
That's true.
Thank God they put vice vest on. But life
Vice vest?
yeah, life vest, life vest.
Okie dokes.
See, I'm all traumatized.
I traumatized you?
I think so. Yeah.
Well,
Me and
you're
the dog.
gaslighting left and right, so it's fine.
You don't even know how to use that word.
You're talking to the wrong person about that word.
Gaslighting.
Yes.
You said gaslighting to me like 10 times.
Because you keep attempting to.
Oh. Well, because I'm right.
You're not right.
I sound like my mom there.
Yeah, you did.
Nah. Yeah, so they had to get help, but the people that were in the other boat, no one had life jackets on. 2 people had life jackets on?
The 2 that survived.
The 2 that survived had life. Oh, well,
Mhm.
that proves life jackets save lives.
Yep.
That proves that. Oh, I didn't know they had life. I
The
thought
2 that
nobody
survived had life jackets on.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's a big deal.
Yep.
Anyway, tragic accident in Tahoe. So
Yes.
all you got was a flat tire.
It's a valid
I
point.
hate to say it was small, but you did have an anxiety attack, and
I did.
and
I don't
that
often
was,
have anxiety, but I had it.
right. You know who I'm glad we're not though,
No.
and it could be them. Would we want to be them? No.
Who?
Take a guess.
I don't know.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom.
Maybe we almost were last night.
Why? No, we don't do that. We could have been J-Lo and Ben Affleck. Now, for some reason, J-Lo, this is a whole different subject. For some reason, J-Lo, when she gives an interview, she underhandedly slams Ben Affleck in the interview and says,
how? Why?
she says like underlying stuff that makes him look bad, but she doesn't actually say his name or anything, but you know
but
she's
she,
talking about
that's who
him.
she
Yeah.
alludes.
Yeah, she alludes to him in all these interviews.
I wonder if
and
I
then-
would do that.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably. I'm
Yeah.
kind of mean like
Yeah.
that. And I'm really vengeful like
Mhm.
that.
Right. Orlando Bloom seems like a decent guy.
I don't know. I've never met him.
Yeah, good-looking guy and seems
Yes.
decent. Famous
What,
movie
Katy
star.
Perry does not seem decent?
Now, Katy Perry, I think she's great looking. I think she's a babe,
Okay.
but
Okay.
she's like immature. I want to call it, or just like,
Or is
just
it an
like
act?
I don't know. I think she's because I watched American Idol. I think
Right.
she's kind of like this really goofy, like a person that an adult that would maybe like baby talk, and it's
Oh,
kind
I
of
don't
annoying.
like
You know
that.
what I mean? I know people like that.
Well,
that
remember
they
we
kinda
watched that
baby
Katy Perry
talk.
documentary like a long ass time ago?
Yeah,
I can't remember what she was
yeah.
like, though.
But no, and she was, I don't know, but she just like on stage. And I heard on stage in one of her. I mean, this is kind of funny to me, but I'm poop humorous.
Poop. Okay.
You know, she has a giant toilet on the stage, and she has like puppet poop,
Ew.
and she does some act with it on
Ew.
stage, and it's like everybody like hates it. And I guess her last tour did not do good. No one even wanted to go.
Oh.
And then she lost all that weight. She's like super
Right.
skinny. And then you find out all this weird stuff's happened. Then you find out, whoa, divorced. And the same with
Actually, they're never married.
oh, they're not. All right, okay, split
No.
up then, yeah. And then Justin Bieber and his
Ooh,
because Justin
yeah.
Bieber, all kinds of weird stuff happens. Usually
Something's going on
when
there.
weird stuff happens,
Yeah.
that's when
Well,
something
It's
happens.
the theory where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right.
Yeah, the Justin Bieber thing is getting a little weird.
Like what's happening.
Like, yeah, they might be on Outsville.
And then she signed some big deal.
She sold her makeup company.
What is her makeup company?
I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, she had
But she had like a makeup company and she sold it to like a bigger
Sephora.
No, they just sell makeup like L'Oreal or something. You know?
Oh,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, yeah, so something's gonna happen there. I just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, something is gonna happen.
Yeah.
there.
Is there any other couples out there? You knew Ben Affleck and J-Lo. I told you
that
that
was
was never
happening,
gonna
yeah.
happen. It's never
I
gonna
don't think
last.
anyone else broke up recently.
No.
Jeff Bezos got married.
That is so weird to me, that
Why?
whole marriage thing with him.
Why?
And they have the security and stuff. Like, I understand he's a pseudo celebrity because he's one of the richest guys in the world.
I don't
But
think
he kind of acts like he's a super like movie star. It's just weird to me. And who is she? Like, just married to him. I mean, she was a TV commentator or something like that.
I
but
don't think she was a comment.
She was like
she was like the head of E or something like that.
no, she was like, didn't she do like interviews on the
I
red
don't
carpet
think
type
so.
thing? I don't know. We have to look that up.
I don't have my phone. I was
But-
charging.
I mean, I'm sure maybe they'll stay together or whatever, but it just seems. I mean, I
She's
guess
like a helicopter pilot. I know
She
that.
is?
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting, really.
Yeah, she can fly a helicopter.
Huh.
Yep.
Or she flies one of his.
She probably does.
The guy's got to own helicopters.
Oh, I'm
I'm
sure.
sure he bought her helicopter. Didn't you find it funny that when they got married, they got a different engagement ring and traded in the ring for like a 40-something
God.
carat diamond? You
That
showed me
wasn't-
that.
I did show. No, she has the other one still.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
and
got
so
both.
she's got another one.
Yeah.
Just because. Why not?
Why not?
Why not right before you get married?
Right.
I'm sure they signed a prenup.
Absolutely.
Because his last wife took all half his money. I mean,
yeah, but
their money. It's their money
it grew
together.
within the marriage. Yeah.
Yeah. According to something I read, his ex-wife has already donated like $17 billion
Wow.
to charity or whatever. It's a lot of, and she
That
has
is.
42 million or billion. I mean, and
Mhm.
17 of it is.
Wow.
But I mean, it keeps growing. So
Yes.
yeah.
When you have that much, it grows quickly.
I'm sure she still has Amazon stock and everything.
Oh,
Sure, yeah.
absolutely.
Or she might own half the company for all we know.
It's also probably true.
When she divorced Jeff Bezos, she became the richest woman in the world by divorce.
I know. By default.
Passed Oprah up big time.
I know. Yikes. Whoops.
Sorry, Oprah. Oprah still never got married, huh?
No, she went to Jeff Bezos' wedding though.
She did. Did Stedman go?
I do not know.
Have you ever seen Stedman since she stopped the show?
No.
Do you think Oprah's gay? I do.
I kind of think she might be.
And I think she
With Gayle
dykes out
King.
with Gayle King.
I know.
Does Gayle King have a mate?
No. A mate. Are you been reading my fantasy books?
No.
Because they have mates.
Maybe that's why you're acting so weird. These fantasy books. What's this going in your head? What do they got? What are you getting brainwashed from?
Actually, what I'm reading now, there's like an assassin. It just kills people all the time.
Great.
Right.
Just what I need. Now I got to sleep with one eye open.
You should.
I got the dog protecting me.
If she sleeps in between us, you're fine. Protecting you. She'd take my side in a hot second.
Yeah, you would kill me and she'd just be gnawing on my foot. Big deal. She'd be all excited. She'd be happy.
You're all, the bed's
She's
mine.
like, God, I got my own side now. Thank God. Perfect. We're gonna depress people with this podcast. You know who's definitely not depressed? These guys.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
430 National.
Great American Storage
America.
and Reno Yard.
For all your outdoor storage needs.
Speaking of the dog, real quick,
Yeah.
she also traumatized me this week.
What would she do?
We went on
Besides
a walk.
blowing through the
right.
thing?
Yeah, blew through the thing. But we're going on our evening walk. We go most evenings. And she's not a really great hunter for being bred as a hunting dog. She's just not that good. And so she manages, I don't know how, to catch a lizard on like the last chunk of our walk.
While she's on the leash.
While she's on a
That's
leash.
pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. I was impressed. But I was like, I thought she didn't get anything because I was like, what would she have gotten? It's like the sun's almost down. It was getting dark. So I'm like, whatever. But she won't look at me. She always looks at me when we go on walks. And so she wouldn't look at me. And it was like Nora. And she wouldn't look at me. And I was like, that little shit caught something. So I stop her. I go over there. And there are 4 legs and a tail hanging out of her mouth. She caught a lizard, but refused to drop the lizard. Like I put my fingers in her mouth and she would not open her jaws.
Was the tail and feet moving?
No, which I was like, I think she pinched down so much she snapped its neck.
Okay.
So I'm like, God damn it. So I'm like, okay, well, I try to get it out, not going. So I'm like, let's walk a little further, see what happens. She will not drop this thing. We literally walked a good quarter of a mile with a lizard hanging out of her mouth. And finally, there was like 5 bunnies that very much distracted her. There was a solid moment too where the whole entire lizard was in her mouth.
Right.
Like nothing sticking out.
And she's like a little kid that just ate
Yeah, it's like her mouth is like stuffed.
like she ate a bunch of candy.
Yeah.
And they won't, they're like,
Yeah.
you
So
didn't
she
eat
finally
it.
drops the lizards because she gets sidetracked by the bunnies. I have to like yell and scream and like jump around for her to not put it back in her mouth. But the tail was missing, and I'm pretty sure the head. So I think those went down.
Lovely.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, dog.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
I don't like I've had dogs have like mice. If she's a mice in their
She
mouth. and
has
they-
had mice in her mouth.
They don't usually chomp them. They usually like play with them or whatever. But
I know she was just carrying it around. I'm like, what are you going to do with this thing? Just carry it home? I for sure
Yeah.
was like, she's going to want to bring this thing inside. Thankfully, we didn't get all the way home.
what's another little depressing news?
Why is that? That
No.
story wasn't depressing.
No, but we're just
It's
talking about
just
depressing
traumatic.
stuff. We're going to talk about what I can get you in a good mood in, and we're going to talk about depressing stuff
Why?
because I like to talk
Why
about
don't you do the
depressing
other
stuff.
way?
Well, right now, one thing happened. Do you know who sings the song "California Girls"?
Like the Beach Boys?
Yep.
That one?
Brian Wilson died.
I know, I
the
saw that.
singer of the Beach Boys last
Yes,
week.
I did see that. Yeah.
Last week, yeah. I mean, not that it's that big a deal, but they're kind of. I mean, some of the Beach Boys live near us in Tahoe and stuff. But and my uncle and aunt are obsessed with them and go to all their concerts and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, they love them. So I wonder what they have to say about Brian Wilson's death. I'll ask them. They probably have a little inside scoop on that, I bet. But we'll have to ask him.
I did read he died of like pulmonary something. He had pulmonary disease. And like
what's pulmonary disease?
probably
Like a heart
COP,
or something?
Pulmonary is lungs, babe.
Oh.
Oh. And he had like chronic kidney disease, I think, too.
Oh, okay. It was coming.
So there were some health issues.
Right.
I listened to Jeff Lewis and him and Carney Wilson are good friends. She's on all the time. And
that's
she was,
Brian Wilson's daughter?
Yeah. She was saying he was having like health issues.
Oh, and then finally he died.
Yeah.
I was listening to Jackie Schimmel, and she was on the day he died. She was on Jeff Lewis.
Oh.
And she made some remarks, and her and Jeff started, cracking jokes.
Oh no.
And she said she's used to saying shitty stuff on podcasts.
Right.
But she felt so guilty on the car ride home, and she called Jeff.
It was like
and told Jeff, like you can't edit it out because
no,
it's live.
live.
Yeah. And told Jeff, can you call Carney if she listens to this?
I'm so sorry.
And Jeff's like, don't worry about it. We always do this kind of stuff. But she says, I feel so bad about what I said. And she goes, I never do this. And then Jeff called her up and said, she feels so bad at what she said.
Yeah.
And Jeff was in on it too.
Right.
He was laughing and doing whatever they do, but I can see that. Sometimes we could do stuff on the podcast where you're like,
I
all
think
week you feel bad.
well, you kind of like even for us, which is not even, we don't have half the listeners like they do. You kind of say something in the moment and you don't really mean it, but it's kind of like funny and it kind of comes out and then you're like, oh my God, did I really say that? Because I don't mean it.
Yeah.
So I get it. We've even done stuff like that. That we're like, well, we're just joking.
I would say that about every third podcast I have, as we're sending it away, I get a little anxious guilt and say, oh, what if that person hears that or whatnot? And then I listen back and it's usually fine. But it's when you say it, but you're
like, I didn't mean it.
No, and then you say it, but you really do not mean it at all.
Right.
It just sounded funny or just
it was in
just a laughing
moment.
thing. It's just like if you were to say I hate somebody, but you say it in like a joking manner, you don't really hate.
It's like when we call you Peanut.
Oh,
it's joking.
Stop it again. Every single week. I thought we could bury this.
I like to beat you while you're down.
I know. I'm beating the shit out of me while I'm down.
It's just a funny joke. That's just like that.
Right. You know what cheered me up this week a little bit?
I do not know.
I heard this thing, and I guess these things have been around forever, and they're prevalent more in Europe.
Okay.
So when you go to the bathroom in Europe or Ireland, I think the lady said Ireland. I think.
Well, that's the
UK. The UK. So they go to the bathroom, and instead of grabbing the seat cover to what do they call it? There's a name for like
a seat cover?
No, they have like a funny name for them, like a.
I don't know the real name for them.
Like if in a urinal, they have the little
urinal cakes.
The urinal cakes. You can call them urinal cakes, or you can call them Polish mints. That people call them.
I've never heard that.
A Polish mint.
Why?
And then they used to call seat covers.
I don't
something.
know.
There was like
a
name for them. Like this is some racial thing or something.
Okay,
I'm sure.
Great.
Yeah. But anyway, so people usually put those down, but they don't have those there. They have an automatic plastic that comes and covers
that's
there.
lovely.
And then when you're done, it goes out, and the next one goes on.
That sounds nice.
So I guess it's just a plastic machine that rotates around and just covers the seat.
That's fun. I don't use those.
Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
I heard it's a common
because they've done so many studies. They're like, it doesn't do shit. Those paper things.
Right. I have a friend of mine. He never covers. He just sits down on the toilet.
Most
people
squat.
Squat. Yeah. I always put the.
It doesn't do anything. It's not.
God, I wish I could think of that.
It's not protecting you.
It's
from
called
anything.
something doily. They call it. It's like a Jewish doily or something like that.
Boy.
I mean, it's something racist. I'm saying. I don't know what they call it. But
I do not know either.
Yeah. But don't eat the Polish mints.
I mean, I will not.
What did you call them? Not Polish. You called it
a urinal cake.
A urinal cake. Who taught you that?
I'm pretty sure that's what they're called.
Oh, they're called a urinal cake?
Yeah, like when you buy them, it's like a urinal cake.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, don't quote me. I think it is. Though.
I thought it was pretty cool when Allie and Brant had a urinal in there. There's one thing about
I know.
It gives you, when you have a urinal, it's awesome for a guy. I get it. But the one thing is, it almost feels like you're going into how you get that weird feeling when you go into like a handicap bathroom?
No. I don't get that feeling.
Like the tub in Kauai where it's a deep.
Okay, yes.
You know that feeling you get where it's
Yes.
like, oh my God, I feel like I got
Somewhere.
I got something wrong with me,
Peeing in a urinal makes you feel like that?
No, yeah, because it's not. Even looking at a bidet makes me like, am I in a handicap bathroom or something? To get that
Okay.
weird feeling,
That sounds like a personal problem.
Or like if you go into a big giant plastic tub like shower with an arm handle in
Right.
there,
Well, I mean, that's
and there's
coming
like
your way.
and there's like
hot,
a plastic
so
bench,
I ordered one. It's coming next week.
Where are we gonna put it?
We're gonna take out
Outside outside of the yard,
on the other side of the sliding glass door that Nora blew through.
right next to the fire pit, so I don't have to move very
Right.
far. Well, that'd be great because I can have that feeling all the time.
Right.
That'd be lovely.
I
Do
put a
my
urinal
own.
next to it.
Yeah. Can you put a toilet seat that wraps around with a thing?
Sure.
I don't really need that at home. Speaking of that, I got to go to Home Depot today and buy a fucking toilet seat because
Right.
I don't know what you do to that
I
thing.
apparently like turned
And I'm
my
not
body.
gaslighting you. You actually do.
Oh, I mean,
you
it
actually
is me.
broke it. It's plastic though. It's not solid.
I take full responsibility for it. I think
Why do you twist so much on the toilet?
You want to know why? I bet I have a feeling.
Because you're wiping.
I have a feeling, not really, because you don't really twist that much. But I have a feeling I'm like,
Wait. Do girls wipe around the side or they wipe down the middle?
it depends what you're doing.
Pooping.
Back. You always wipe.
Like a guy would wipe.
You wipe from to back.
Yeah,
Because
but
if you wipe,
a guy would wipe around the side, not between his legs.
if you wipe back to front, then
Yeah,
you can wipe it
you get stuff
in, and then
inside.
you get infections.
So you wipe like a guy.
Back. We all
basically.
wipe the same.
Like this.
Yes.
Okay, not in like this.
No.
Okay. Those of you on YouTube, you'll see the demonstration.
I think everybody knows how to wipe.
I
But
don't know.
I have a feeling that I like turn to like either like change the toilet paper, get the wipes, get another feminine product that's behind me.
Maybe
this-
you know
So
how
when I'm
you
turning, I
play
think
those little games on your iPad. Maybe you get all
No.
excited and start bouncing around and
No.
twist the toilet
so I think
seat
when
off.
I'm turning to like get things, I just like rip the seat off.
Right. Anyway, we have the dog sitter / house sitter coming, and I don't want her to have a broken toilet seat. So
I'm pretty sure she
that's
had one in January though.
Not that bad. That's
Oh.
bad. This one is bad. We got to get a
I'll
new
try
one
not
today.
to.
That's our big thing at Home Depot. Do you know at Home Depot? My uncle works there,
Yeah.
and everybody, you can just like shoplift at Home Depot, and they can't.
You
do
can basically
nothing about it.
shoplift anywhere, by the way.
That's
Nobody can do
nuts.
anything.
And nowadays, like if you want a certain thing, like you want a saw blade or a saw there, it's locked up. at Home
Everything's locked
Depot.
up. That's the only way they can stop it. Like apparently, if you go to like
Remember the
depending
bat?
what city you're in, like even Target, they have everything locked up, and you have to get it unlocked. Like,
Yeah.
To get like toothpaste.
Remember when we bought our edger or
Yeah.
our
We had to
power
get
edger? We had to get unlocked, and then they said, "Oh, and we don't keep the batteries in the boxes. We keep them in the back."
separate.
So they have to.
Yeah.
The batteries they take out of the boxes and bring them to you.
I know. That's sad.
And people just want the lithium batteries, I
Right.
guess, or whatever. We were talking about that shop. You ever shoplift as a kid?
Just a pack of gum once.
Did you get caught?
I did by my mom.
And she had took you back into the store?
She sure did.
Oh, okay. I think I might have shoplifted something. I don't know. My mom took me
I
back
think
in or
every
not.
kid does at some point
Yeah.
because you just don't know.
Tanner did with 7-Eleven. He took a peanut butter cup.
Yeah. You
And I
think
took
you
him
don't
back
you don't
in.
know it's a bad thing until you learn it's a bad thing. And you're like, "Oh, whoops."
I know. Skyler, that one time, she took you know this story, but I'm
I
just
do.
telling you anyway. She took a little tiny plastic pig. I mean, it was seriously 1 inch long. And she's playing with this
It was a
thing.
pig or a mouse?
I think it was a pig. Well,
Oh.
it could have been. I think it was a pig. And she asked if she could get it. And I said, no, you're not getting that little thing.
Stupid.
So next thing you know, we check out and everything. This was at
Michael's.
Michael's. I don't know what we were getting.
Something for school project.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
yeah, for a school project. So we had River and Skyler in the car. They get in the car and I would look to pull out, and Sky's has this
Okay.
little thing in her hand. She has a little pig she's playing with. I go, did you take that? And she's hiding it. I could give it to me now. Did you steal that? Yes, she stole it. I said, we're going back in. So she starts crying like somebody killed her. And so I take her back into the store. River's with me too. River learned a big lesson from this.
Right. That's usually our
And
second
so
kids learn things.
It was just a girl at the check stand, not the manager or
Right.
anything. And I took her to the check stand. I said, are you the manager? Because my daughter stole this little pig. And then she goes, well, if she returns it right now, then we won't call the police. And Skyler talk about
Yeah.
breakdown. When you hear the word police, major breakdown. But you know what? Sky
Hopefully,
she
hasn't
never.
shoplifted since.
I doubt it. And she learned a lot from that experience. River, I'm sure,
right.
learned a hell of a lot
Yeah,
from that
like I don't want
experience.
to come in and.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I didn't do it. She did it. But I thought that
It's true.
me as a parent, I'm like, it was
Oh,
just as
God.
hard for me to go in and I
I
did
believe
not
that.
want to go in
That
and
was a
do
good
this. I
parenting
knew what was
move.
happening, but I couldn't, even though it was this little,
That was
you know,
good.
how much was that thing?
Oh my God.
I mean,
Well, weirdly, probably like $5 because
yeah,
things are overly priced.
Yeah, $4.99 for a little
Right.
piece of plastic. But yeah, shoplifting.
I think everybody's probably done
Yeah,
it
everybody's
once in their
done it.
life.
Everybody's done it here and there, I'm sure. You want to hear something positive for this week?
Sure.
Here? As I'm doing positive and negative.
Oh, okay.
Chaplin was negative. This is a positive. Ocean Ramsey, the
Oh,
girl,
yes.
that lady, woman, girl, whatever.
Woman. Let's call her a woman.
We'll call her a woman that dies with sharks. It has a documentary coming out on June 30th, so everybody watch it.
Correct.
And
Do you know the name of it?
Yeah, Shark Whisperer.
Okay, good job.
Yeah, and I made that name up. She must have known. I don't know.
I made that name
I've called her the Shark Whisperer, but I don't
I'm
know.
sure everyone calls her the Shark
Yeah.
Whisperer.
I mean, that's the name of the documentary.
I'm pretty sure somebody called her that way before you knew who she was.
And there's a watch party tonight. Sky's heading it out and do a bunch of stuff for it, and she's very excited.
Yeah, that is exciting.
I told her to call me after. Let me know how it goes because I know Kelly Slater's there. Sean White and his
I don't know
wife.
if they're going.
Who?
Sean White.
Why?
I think.
Maybe they're on the guest list. Maybe.
I
they're
think
not
they
going.
might be like in Europe.
Think they'll come back to you from Europe?
I think they were there today.
Ooh,
Via
check that out.
Instagram.
Well,
They're
that's
somewhere.
Jack Johnson's supposed to be there.
They're somewhere like they're on a beach, but it didn't really look
Who's
like
Sean White's
Hawaii.
wife?
Well, they're not married yet, but Nina Dobrev.
I don't know what she stars in.
She was in Vampire Diaries.
Oh, I don't know those shows.
A bunch of other stuff.
She in Dexter?
No.
Oh, then I wouldn't know.
Right.
That's all I know for now.
But
We
maybe
have-
they're on Hawaii, but it didn't look like Hawaii.
Okay, well, check it out. But anyway, June 30th, check it out. And then she's going to be on CBS morning show.
Well, by the time this airs, it'll have come and gone.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. On Monday, we're going to
Yeah.
record it. I forgot. Yeah, by the
So,
time this
but
airs.
you can still watch The Shark Whisperer when this comes out.
Yeah.
It will be there.
We will be watching. Oh, and you know what? You want some more positive news? This
What,
is positive.
honey?
You know who Meghan Markle is?
Who- Really?
Okay. Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Do
that's it.
you?
You would ever answer yes or no?
Well, that's a
Do you know who
dumb...
Meghan Markle is? Really? Just say
I
yes.
follow
I
a
do.
lot of pop culture. Of course, I know who Meghan Markle is.
Do you know how many? You know she had that podcast.
Yes.
She no longer has this podcast.
Okay. Yes.
Do you know how many episodes she lasted?
Like 4.
10.
Oh.
10 episodes. She doesn't do it anymore. It's too much work for the princess.
Is this the first podcast or the second one? The first one from a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, which she didn't even do it. She had like other people interview the guests,
And then
you
she
could
would
tell
ask
that
the questions.
they edited it together.
She wasn't like face to face.
No,
Oh, that's
she
bullshit.
didn't even interview them.
Fucking bullshit.
They had her like asking the questions. Like she just went in, recorded her stuff, and then somebody else did everything else. So she didn't even work for it.
I think they try to do all this stuff without doing the proper work.
I
for
think
it.
so too.
Like they want it like handed
And
to them.
well, I think that's what kind of her MO in the whole thing. I think she thought that she was gonna get this fame and fortune for being a princess.
And she did. She got fame. She got fame and she did get fortune. She makes a lot
But
more
there's
money.
work involved with it.
Yeah, but
like you have to do they do a lot of charity stuff, and they have to make a lot of appearances, and they
Mhm.
have to do all this stuff. And she didn't like the work that went into it. I think she thought she was just going to get pampered and be great.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
And then
I wonder if that's the couple that will get divorced. People always say it, but maybe not.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, I have a little story. Have you ever heard what's that singer's name? He went out with Jessica Simpson.
Okay, Ryan Cabrera.
Ryan
Cabrera.
Yeah, but I didn't say this on the podcast. I just told you.
Right.
I didn't write this down. So Ryan Cabrera is on a podcast and he's giving an interview, and they said, can you give us a backstage story or something like that? He goes, well, I don't have a backstage story like he goes, at least that I can say on this podcast, because he went through a lot of partying days and stuff like that. And he gave one instance where he met Ringo Starr.
Oh.
He thought that was great, and he sat down, had drinks with him, and told him tons of Beatles stories. Then he goes, I got another funny one. It's not a backstage, but it's really interesting. And it sounds like Ryan Cabrera in his younger days used to party and drink a lot.
I would say yes.
Yeah. And so he was in London, and he was with somebody that was close to the royal family.
Mhm.
And there's across from Buckingham Palace, there's like
Across from
condo.
what palace?
Is it Buckingham Palace?
Buckingham.
How do you know? Are you European?
They're not European either.
What are they?
They're English.
Oh,
They're part of the UK,
Okay.
United Kingdom.
Okay. Buckingham.
Buckingham
Palace. So by Buckingham Palace, there's for a lot of the uppers and everything. There's upper class. There's condos and stuff.
Okay.
So they come crashing in. They come crashing in the middle of the night, and Ryan Cabrera gets a little lost from the group. So he runs in this guy, and he's with his girlfriend.
Is it Harry?
He runs into this guy and this redhead guy.
It's a Harry.
It's Harry, but Ryan Cabrera, he's
Didn't know who the fuck
one,
he
he's
was.
drunk. Didn't know
or
who he was.
high or
He's drunk.
whatever, yeah.
And he started freaking out. And he's like, oh my God, what's the redhead kid from Harry Potter's name?
In real life?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I used to know it. It's Ronald Weasley.
What's his name? What's his name in the show?
Ronald Weasley.
What's his name in Harry Potter? Though?
Ronald Weasley.
Okay, so he starts calling him his name in the show. And he goes...
His real name is Rupert.
Oh,
Rupert something.
Okay, he was calling him Rupert.
Okay.
Then. So he says, oh my God.
Rupert.
And so, yeah, Rupert.
Oh, no.
And so Rupert tells him, he says, well, I can show you where because my cousin lives right there. And he's like, oh my God.
You're related
Rupert from Harry Potter? You're related to the royal family? Like this? And the guy says, no, that's my cousin, lives right over there.
Who the fuck are you? Yeah.
I'll guide you there.
He's like, oh my God.
And he goes, can you not say nothing? My girlfriend is going to freak out when she sees you. She's the biggest Harry Potter fan.
Oh
blah, 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 blah. All this stuff. So they walk over there and they get inside and it's light now.
Yeah.
And it's Prince Harry.
He
goes, I was so freaking embarrassed. He goes, and he was super cool. He was laughing his ass off because he knew who he thought he was. And then he ended up staying there and partying with him all the rest of the night. Yeah.
That's the thing I would do.
Yeah.
Or Allie would do.
Yeah.
And maybe Allie more.
Yeah, what a good story, right? And he goes, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. And his girlfriend's like, you're an idiot.
Not.
Like, why would you? Yeah.
Rupert.
Yeah. Can you take a picture with her? She's not going to believe this.
He's like.
Yeah. And he wanted to take a picture with him. And he's like, no, I'll take you over there. I know where the house is. You know, it's my cousin.
Yeah.
Right. So.
That's funny.
And the cousin happened to be something on the tour. She was just with him.
Oh,
or
okay.
Somebody, knew somebody.
Right.
But I wonder if Ryan Cabrera was drinking some of this. I don't think so. It probably hadn't been out yet. Because Ryan Cabrera is over 40 now.
He's like my age.
Yeah, he's like 43 or something like that. He lives in Florida, I guess, with a couple kids.
Oh.
He was a great interview, by the way. I didn't know he was so successful.
I didn't. Is he like a songwriter or something, too?
Well, one, he's a songwriter. And two, he was saying how hard it is to make it in the business nowadays to compare. He was like at the end of where you kind of made it in the business by signing a record deal and stuff. But now he said for the last 9 years, he does a tour once a year. That's a 2000s, it's him and all these 2000. And he goes, it's so successful.
Yeah.
That's been going on for 9 years.
Well, I would go. Look, I'm going to Backstreet Boys because I love it.
Yeah. But
it's people my age that are like, yes, I will love it because I hate our current music.
And hate our current music. He says it's so popular now. He goes, some of the years they've went on 2 of those tours. That's how popular. So he goes, I'm just constantly touring.
That's
and
cool.
he made a couple new songs here and there. He goes, we haven't put an album. We just sing them at the shows.
Yeah.
So and he says he's having a blast. But he's not home enough for his kid and all this other shit. But maybe he should send him a bottle of this.
He's in Florida. I can buy it.
He said he doesn't really party that much anymore. But
would still like a shot of Juicy Tits.
Honey, guess what time it is?
Happy hour?
Yep, I made your favorite Juicy Tits vodka cocktail.
Fantastic. Thanks, babe. Love you.
And I love you. And your Juicy Tits.
Go to juicytitsvodka.com to get your own bottle of Juicy Tits, where life is the party.
But yeah, if you ever want to listen to interview with Ryan Cabrera.
What podcast was it on?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Jax Taylor's podcast.
Oh, good Lord.
And Jax Taylor act like...
I don't know if I could handle him.
Jax Taylor, he's a good guest, actually.
No, not Ryan Cabrera, Jax Taylor.
Oh, yeah, he's bad. And he every time Ryan Cabrera would say something that he did, Jax would like top him. And when you're on TV for 14 years, he would try to top him.
No, that's a horrible host also.
Right, yeah.
And just a horrible human being.
He would try to top him. Speaking of that, you watch The Valley. What do you think of The Valley?
I mean, I like The Valley. I hate Janet.
Oh, Janet. I hate Janet and Jason now on The Valley.
I hate Jason too.
I don't mind Jackson Brittany because it's good TV.
He's just interesting. A jackass.
I hate Jesse.
Oh yeah, I don't like him either.
They almost need a little bit of a reboot on that show.
Little bit. Yeah, I think Janet needs to be out.
And I don't think Sheena and
I don't.
Brock are the answer.
Maybe
but
she's a better person in real life, but she comes off as a horrible person on the Valley.
who, Janet?
Yeah. Like, she's not a good friend.
I
She's not a
don't-
good.
I think she's just trying to be on the show.
I'm hoping that that's the
I don't know if
what's
she's
happening.
great friends with them.
No,
but-
I mean, I think they all used to be as a thing. So I think they're all kind of like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
Mhm.
I hate that. Should we keep bringing up that Danny is an alcoholic? Who gives a fuck? Isn't everyone in LA an alcoholic?
Yeah, but I mean, he's
Like,
not.
let
He's
it
not a
go.
legit
Let
alcoholic.
the storyline go.
Right.
Like, you did it. You had your fun. Let it go.
I
It's
can't believe
played
the
out.
producers don't say, "Don't bring that up again."
I think that they.
like it's getting.
I
I
think
think they don't have. They don't. They actually
each-
tell them what to
well,
do. So
They do. Each person has their own producer.
yeah,
and
hey, it's
so-
working for you. Bring it up again.
Right.
It's
and
not.
so it's a game of the producers to see how much screen time their talent, like we
Gets,
call them,
yeah.
gets. And so they pushed storylines like that.
Oh, okay.
Bravo does. So it's the producers pushing it to see and it does make good TV because they end up getting in a fight and then the editors put the fight in.
Right. So you don't know if Janet's a total asshole by
Right.
editing or not.
Correct.
I can't
She's
stand
coming off.
Who's
as an
who's the
asshole.
black girl? Genevieve? No.
No.
What's her name?
What is her name? Oh my God.
She's
can't
one on.
remember her
She was
name.
on The
Yeah.
Bachelor.
I cannot remember
at
her
one
name.
time. She's friends with Zach.
Yeah.
She's the gay girl.
Yep.
I can't remember her name.
I don't know.
It's not like Genevieve or something
No,
like
it's
that.
not Genevieve.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know
you'll
where
think
you
about.
got Genevieve.
I don't know. I don't even know Genevieve. I don't know.
Have you been reading my fantasy books? Because that would be one of their names
Really?
also.
Maybe I have secretly
No,
been reading.
no one has that
Mate?
name.
Mate.
Mate. They do mate.
Now, Summer House. People that watch that out there. Let's see. We haven't talked about this stuff. We'll recap real quick.
Oh, okay.
But 3 people have got off of Summer House now. Paige is off.
Page is off.
Umil.
No.
Yamil.
Emil?
Emerald.
Emerald.
Emerald. And the third person is
Who?
there's a third person that's
Who?
off of Summer House.
That as of last season,
Yeah, they're off. They quit.
it was a male or female?
no, it's the girl, the model, the model, Lexi.
Oh,
Woods.
she said I'm out.
Yeah, she's out
Oh,
too.
okay.
She's those 3 people off of Summer
Okay,
House. So
okay.
Summer House has got to do a reboot. And then there's this new.
Lindsay said she's like, I'll come back.
Of course she will.
Right.
She's a money whore.
I know. So she'll just give her baby to somebody for the weekend.
Yeah, she didn't care.
Yeah.
I
So
hope she
that's
doesn't come back.
weekend. No, she said she's like coming back.
They're gonna let her come back.
Yeah.
I guess she's a big enough star of that show.
She creates drama also.
Yeah,
Because
and
she's
you
pissed all
know,
the time.
Carl's coming. Not
Right.
Carl, but Carl
Yeah,
has to
Carl.
come back. Yeah, Carl. That soft bar. I heard his place is vacant, where he's opening it.
It's not great.
and someone invested 100-something thousand, and
Oh,
they think the
no.
money's gone.
Oh, whoops.
I don't know how you have a soft bar in a truck. That's basically just a juice truck.
It is. No, but you don't understand it, but
I
you're
know-
not sober.
I know in a truck. I understand the bar aspect because
know.
you can gather a truck.
It's like a food truck.
Like a food truck.
I don't know what
that just sells
I don't
fucking
know
juice.
what the food truck world looks like in New York and stuff. So maybe it would be.
I mean, it's not really
popular.
a food truck. It's kind of like a we have an event and just pop like a pop up
Right.
store truck, whatever.
Which it could be. I mean, think about it. If you're at like a big wedding somewhere. I mean, it probably doesn't work in New York City as well, but
A dry wedding, I guess, would work.
no. But see, you're judging it because you're not sober, and so you don't care. You don't see how it could be successful because you're not sober.
Right.
Which there's a lot of people in the world that are
Well,
sober.
a lot of people order mocktails these days. I
Right,
know. I don't
so-
have a mocktail.
So to have like an option that makes you comfortable and feel like you're fitting in and no one's judging you is actually like a
Yeah.
a blessing for
I
sober
totally
people.
get that. I just don't know if it would.
I think
catch
it
or
has
take.
a possibility to
I mean, if you're going
take.
to do it in big cities where you do it, because
right.
you need population. You can't do it in a tiny
no, because
population.
there's not enough sober people.
Or you can't do it in a redneck city. Like Reno would never work.
Probably not.
Tennessee would never work.
Probably
but-
not.
L.A. or New York,
There's a lot of sober people.
Seattle.
Yeah, there's a lot of sober
yeah,
people.
Those, yeah.
So there's-
Chicago.
I'm sure like a market for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Just has to be done correctly. You don't get it because you're not sober.
I am right now.
I think maybe you should have a cocktail because yikes.
Kylie. Also, there's a show called Love Hotel. We watched a
Right,
little
on
bit. It's horrible.
Bravo.
It has older women trying to date these older guys.
It's Real Housewives.
So I heard they're going to have another one, reboot it, and they're going to have they're going to have Jesse from the Valley. They're going to have Shep from
That's good.
Southern
Makes a good
Charm.
TV.
And they're going to have Carl from the Summer House. Those three
Oh,
guys. I don't know who the fourth would be. They mentioned
Craig.
those 3. They didn't say Craig.
Could
but
throw Craig in there.
Could throw Craig. But maybe they want someone from each different show. I don't
I
know.
know if there is
But
another show, though.
that would actually be better for me to watch. I would like watching that.
I agree. I feel like Love Hotel has a potential. I just am not sure if I just want to see. I'm sorry, like these 6-year-olds playing these games. It's a little different than like the Golden Bachelor. So I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And there's like 4 women, and they kind of all like the same guy, and I don't like it.
Speaking of the guy playing the Golden Bachelor, did you see what he did?
No.
He was on a podcast before it
Wait,
starts.
Guy?
No, not Guy.
What guy?
The new guy.
Who's the new guy?
The new man.
Who's the new man?
His name is. He was an ex-football player.
Oh, I did see that. I
Yeah.
did see that. Okay.
He was on a podcast and he says, "I don't want any women that are over 60."
Oh no.
And they're like, "It's the Golden Bachelor. You have to have."
How old is he?
He's like 60. He says, "I don't
Oh.
date any women over 60."
Okay, you do realize that you're going to be over 60 one day too,
Right, but
sir.
yeah, but this guy said, "Don't you shouldn't put him on the Bachelor because
Right.
you don't want young women in this old guy. That doesn't make sense."
Well,
you
I
know?
mean, he
maybe
might
you
want
do.
someone like in his 50s, I guess.
I know, but that it's not really Golden. Golden's like I consider
I
Golden
consider him
70.
like 65. Like
60,
if you
a
can get
senior
Medicare,
citizen, yeah,
you are golden.
right. So why are they casting this guy
I
that's
don't know.
younger? I don't know. So I
Because
don't,
I think that sadly, I think the Bachelor world is like grasping for. They're losing ratings, and so I think they're just grasping for anything right
Well,
now.
that's not
gonna
cut it.
keep afloat.
I'll tell you that. Speaking of that, Taylor Frankie from the Mormon Housewives,
Yeah.
she's came out and said she wants to be
Taylor
the
Paul,
Bachelorette.
isn't it Paul Frankie?
Yeah, Taylor Paul Frankie. She wants to be the Bachelorette.
Which, in all honesty,
And I think they should give it
that's
to
a
her.
shit
They
show.
should pay her as much as she wants.
She's got a lot of baggage and yikes spikes, but she would make
She's
a
great
really good
television.
season.
Yeah,
And they would bring in a lot of
Guys
viewers
that know her
that
story.
haven't watched Bachelor in a long time or never
Right.
have.
And yeah,
So
I mean,
it would be very smart for
they
them
would be
to do
smart to
something
pay
like that.
her whatever she wants.
So they should do her or somewhere
Yeah.
similar where they can really get a new set of viewers.
Yep. America's Got Talent had Sandoval on.
Yes, he did. They did.
And I thought he did pretty good. I liked it.
I'll give you, it wasn't bad. He actually
He was
did
prepped.
better than I thought he would because I had heard him sing on Vanderpump and it was
Yeah.
not
No.
good. It's not. It
Remember when he
wasn't
played
like
the trumpet?
it wasn't like band worthy. Like I was like, you're not getting a record deal, sir, because this isn't that good.
No, he just do covers. They just wanted to
No,
do
but his
shows,
voice
yeah.
wasn't good.
No,
though.
no.
But I think he's had
Voice lessons.
some put in some work.
Yeah.
So
he did
it's
okay.
better.
It was good. It was a good bounce back for him. I thought people don't like him, but I think after that,
I mean, I still don't really like him because they think he's an ass, but
Right.
that's just personal opinion.
well, he's just what do you call him? A narcissist.
I think he is.
The last thing we were thinking about maybe going to see this weekend, but I don't know if we can or want to or whatever. The Brad Pitt movie,
Oh, F1.
Yeah. I don't know anything
know.
about it. Nothing. But if Brad Pitt's putting a movie out, blockbuster summer movie, it's probably going to be good.
It's about F1 racing.
I know, but it's probably going to be good, right?
I would say yes.
You get this older race car driver that's good looking
Are
like
you-
Brad Pitt.
You're just making up a storyline.
No, do you think it's going to be true? I'm sure he has cool sunglasses on. And
So why do you
good
want to see this
haircut.
movie?
the only reason I want to see this
Because you want to
movie
see what
is for
Brad Pitt
Brad
looks
Pitt.
like?
Yeah,
And
because I don't know one other person that's in the movie.
do you want me to get you like a jumpsuit, like a little one-piece suit?
he's been dressing really bad lately, by the way.
Maybe you showed me that
and
picture.
he looked like he had a gut on him
I
too.
mean,
Like he was a
is in
little out
his
of shape.
60s.
I would
Maybe
like
he
to see
is.
what he really looks like without any movie stuff.
Like on a daily basis.
Yeah, just no working out before the movie. I want to see what he looks like on a Wednesday when he hasn't made a movie for a year.
I mean, has he ever not made a movie for a year?
Well, he's a producer, probably. I mean, I
Oh.
want to see what he looks like in between movies.
He looks like you.
That's great.
Honestly,
You think? Well, I guess me and him are about the same height.
I'd say yes.
We're probably about the same weight.
Probably. Maybe. But yeah, probably now. Yeah.
I'm looking better and better every day. Yeah.
I mean, you have to. I think if you think about it,
And I
like,
heard he smells. That makes me happy.
he doesn't wear deodorant apparently. Yeah.
Neither do I.
Wow. You're making it. You're just okay. No, but I feel
Are you
like
calling me Brad Pitt?
no, I'm not.
Why?
Because I'm not.
Because you're mad at me. If you weren't mad at
No,
me,
I
you'd
would
be
not.
calling
Have
me.
I ever once called you Brad Pitt? No.
You call me Brad Rick?
I can't.
Do I sound like him?
You do not.
You sound so good.
With this nasally old voice?
Yes, but it's so clean.
That's why we use Fibonacci Sound Studio, located in Reno, Nevada, led by an Emmy-nominated audio producer.
Fibonacci specializes in voiceovers and voice recordings for games, television, and film production.
So you're saying, if Fibonacci can make my nasally voice sound this good,
Then anybody else's will sound like music to your ears.
for more information or to book an audio session, go to FibonacciSoundStudio.com.
Or call 775-357-8580.
Okay, I got something that's going to cheer you up.
What?
Something's going to cheer you up and it's going to make me a little angry.
Oh, okay.
Sounds normal.
Right. Sounds like just a normal
Yeah.
day for us.
The pioneer woman who has the cooking show
Yeah.
is starring in a Hallmark Christmas movie with
that's
no
fun.
acting experience. That's what pisses me off.
I mean, right. I mean,
Zero
it's-
acting
is she
experience.
starring or she's just like in it?
I heard starring.
Just like a little like,
Main-
has
no,
a role.
like a main role.
I mean, she kind of has to put on a show to do a cooking show. Like
Yeah,
it's
and she's got a good personality and everything.
she's a
but,
great personality.
people are going to watch the shit out
oh,
of
I
that one.
am.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Pioneer woman
I like her.
in
Ree
a Hallmark
Drummond.
show. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard
She's
that.
a Pi-Fi also.
Oh, Pi Fi. Maybe you guys can do the secret handshake.
Yeah, maybe we can. If I
Let's do
ever
it.
meet her.
Let me do it.
If I ever meet her.
Doing the handshake right now. Is this the handshake? 2, 3, 4. I did the handshake exactly with you, and that's it.
Okay.
I've always been trying to figure out this
I
Pi Fi
know.
handshake. It's this loose wrist thing, and you just barely touch.
I like how you. Wait, I'm gonna let you think whatever you want.
Okay. I want to figure this out.
Okay.
Dear,
Yes.
Life with Eric podcast is brought to you by Petrilla Concrete Construction and Michael Weems Collection. You can get Michael Weems stuff at
MichaelWeems.com.
Yes, in Palm Canyon Drive in Palm Springs.
Springs.
If you want any hats or glasses, hit us up. Broke one last night accidentally.
Mhm.
And don't think we like threw it across the room.
I
'cause we
threw it at
didn't.
him.
Yeah, he threw it at me and shattered.
Yep.
You go, oh no, that was a Life with Eric glass. Damn it.
I-
That's what the whole fight was about.
It's not.
No, it wasn't even a bad fight. People, my mom's gonna get all worried when she listens to this podcast. We're gonna be in Newport.
I hope she kicks your ass.
My mom will
Yeah,
kick my ass.
I hope she does. I hope she
Oh,
sides
sees-
with me and is like, quit being a dick to Kylie.
I doubt that'll happen. I doubt that, dear. Anyway,
Maybe.
dear, guess what? We've been
What?
ranting and raving along.
I did. I will say, I don't care if your mom hears this. She bailed me out and picked me up at Big O on Friday, which I'm very thankful for. But I never call your mom. Just I don't call anybody. I don't I'm not a phone talker. And so I called and she's like, "Oh, hi." I think she's really excited that I was calling her.
Yeah, she probably thought you were calling her up to
I
go shopping
know,
or something.
right.
Why don't you ever go shopping with my mom?
I do. Well, she always goes like when I'm at work.
Oh yeah, mom, you gotta wait till Kylie gets off.
Right.
Work. She'll
And
go
so
shopping
I
with
think
her.
she was really excited that I was like calling to chat it up. And
Right.
so, and then I did not, but we chatted in the car.
Okay, because you're not the normal chatter.
No.
She's like, oh my god, I get some new information out of this one.
Yes. And so I think that then she was a little disappointed that I wasn't calling to chat and gossip.
Why don't you make a point? Call my mom once a week. Chat with
I
her.
like barely call my mom once a week.
Every 2 weeks.
I'm just not a phone talker.
That's fine.
I know.
You don't mind. I get it.
I probably literally talk a total of I'm going to guess 120 minutes a month.
I
A
talk that
month.
many a day.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, dear, it's that time. Last call. Who are we going to cheers today?
America.
Oh, America. This is our favorite cheers because it's America.
It's America's birthday.
Yep. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
I hope everyone has a safe and fun, happy 4th of July.
Yep. And we will be heading to Newport.
We will
The
just
next
be home.
episode is from Newport Beach.
Correct.
Live. My favorite of the year. It's going to be great. Subscribe or follow us or wherever you get your podcasts, or just go to our website at lifewitheric.com.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into my life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love you, baby.
Love you. Do you a little messed up on that there?
Nope.
Okay.